Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and good morning everyone. So welcome to our live lecture for today. Before we start, let's take a moment to pray for guidance and wisdom. I'd like to ask Indin to lead the prayer. Indin?
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Rahmanirrahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin.
Thank you, Indin. By the way, I am Sharmaline Ibn Rajin Amit. I am your teacher for today, and I am from MIT Institution. And I'm so excited to discuss our topic. So our topic for today is about the advantage and disadvantage of social media. But before we begin, I'd like everyone to introduce themselves and share what they expect to learn from this topic.
Okay.
Indin?
I am Sherwin Indin, and I am second year level, and I am from MIT and Bachelor of Elementary Education, and nafe-feel ko po sa topic is parang natatakot ako kasi may mga hindi pa, may mga kulang pa, may mga I feel nervous for sure.
Okay, next. Almurad?
Good morning, Ma'am Amit. So I am Almurad Asada Dilunat from BN second year level and Bachelor of Elementary School. So I'm here in this course ito po ay nakakatulong po sa atin, sa mga tao, kasi nga ang technology ay na-type niya ating mundo. That's our ma'am.
So, it is normalized to everyone, to the students na maging nervous or maka-feel ng mga something na hindi nila ma-express. But I would like to say na it is a part of learning, it is a part of growth. So, let's start. So, our topic for today is about the advantage and disadvantage of social media. But before that, I would like to introduce what is social media is. So, social media has become an important part of modern life. It allows people to connect, share information, and express their ideas easily. As we all know, we as a 21st century learning, we are all hands-on the technology. So it is known for us what is social media is, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So social media refers to internet-based websites and applications that allows users to create and share content and participate in virtual communities. So, dito sa social media, it refers to the internet-based. Kumbaga, naka-base ito sa mga website, sa mga signals or internet. So, halimbawa na dito ng social media is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and X or Twitter. So, as a Gen Z generation, we are using social media, right? So, are you using Facebook? So, let's receive the advantage of social media. So, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 advantages of social media. The first one is better communication and connection. So known as word communication, better communication. So social media helps people stay in touch with family and friends no matter where they are, right? So social media, it is number one or the top one for the better connection or communication through between from the other country and the other places. So it helps us to communicate with other people and also with our friends, with families, and etc. It also allows communication between students and teachers. So through social media, it can kumbaga dito sa better communication and connection, pwede mo siyang gamitin makikipag-communicate between teachers and students. So like for example, ang katulad na lamang ng ginagawa natin ngayon, which is we are using Google Meet. So just like the social media, which is Facebook, we can use to communicate between teachers and students, right? Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
So, like for example of better communication and connection, I have here the example. A student studying abroad uses Facebook Messenger to talk to her family every night. Our classmates create a group chat to discuss their school project as easily. So yun na, just like the example of the students are using Facebook to communicate with their family and her or his classmate. So let's proceed to the educational benefits. From the word education, many students or teachers use social media for learning. Educational videos, online discussions, and study groups make it easier to share knowledge. So these platforms or social media, it gives benefits to the education when it comes to education. It can be used to their learning, like to create a video, online discussions, and study groups. So these platforms like YouTube, Google Classroom, and Facebook can serve as tool for academic growth. Kumbaga, through social media, it can enhance or it can help the students to their academic growth. So, the example of educational benefits, during online learning, students can watch YouTube tutorials to better understand their math lessons or join a Facebook group where teachers share review materials and announcements. So, dito sa educational benefits, kumbaga, through YouTube, nagsisearch yung students ng tutorials na which is nakakatulong ito sa math lessons or sa subject na which is further academic. So the next one is we have information and awareness. So information and awareness, through social media, people can easily access news, current events, and important information about health, safety, and government programs also. So, through social media, it can, pwede tayong mag-post or to gain information from the social media like Facebook, like Facebook, YouTube, and etc. So, through that, nakakakuha or nakakagain tayo ng information and nakakagain din tayo also ng awareness. Kumbaga, if there's something na nagkakaroon ng mga issue doon sa nagkakaroon ng issue sa mga post na which is pinopost sa mga Facebook, like the issue earlier is about sa Lindol. So sa Lindol sa Davao. So doon nagkakaroon tayo ng awareness. With that, nakakakuha din tayo ng information doon galing sa mga social media. Did you get the information and awareness, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's proceed to the business and career opportunities. So when we say business and career opportunities, it's about the economics or economics, right? So social media gives users a platform to advertise their product. So yun na nga, social media, it helps to the businessman or the businesswoman to advertise their product. They have a platform like YouTube, pwede, TikTok, pwede din sila doon mag-advertise ng kanilang product through social media to promote their small businesses or even find job opportunities. So, through social media, nagkakaroon din ng job opportunities na which is nakakakuha sila ng mga information sa social media na within nangangailangan ng job opportunities. So, dito sa business and career opportunities rather, many entrepreneurs and influencers earn income through online platforms. So, based from the researchers, the entrepreneurs and influencers are income through online. Kumbaga, they are exposed when it comes to the online platforms. So we have here, like for example, to be clarified for you or for you. So like for example, a student sells homemade accessories on TikTok. Kumbaga nagbebenta yung student ng homemade accessories on TikTok shop, or a graduate finds a part-time job on LinkedIn through social media advertisement. So doon nagkakaroon yung mga iba, yung mga other people ng access or information na may business pala yung students or something na yung mga nagpo-post na yan. So through that, kumbaga nakakatulong ito when it comes to business and career opportunities. So let's proceed to the entertainment and creativity. So, entertainment and creativity, it offers fun and relaxations through videos, memes rather, music, and digital art. So, through social media, it helps us individual or especially to the students, it helps on how to be creative when it comes when it grows on the social media, especially on the YouTube, on how to create something like mga project. So doon, through social media, kumbaga tinutulungan yung mga student kung paano maging creative. So when it comes sa entertainment, kumbaga nagbibigay ng entertainment yung mga social media. Sa entertainment naman, katulad na lamang ng mga videos na pinopost sa mga TikTok, isa ito sa mga halimbawa ng nagbibigay ng entertainment when it comes through social media. Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
So, let's proceed to the last, which is community building and support. So, community building and support is about socialization, or it's about the on how we're going to communicate with other or with their environment. So, community building and support social media allows people to find groups, yun na nga, with their environment, with the same interests or experience. It helps build emotional support communities, especially for those facing personal challenges. So, dito sa community building and support, which is through social media, kumbaga nagkakaroon ng unity. Nagkakaroon ng mga group na we're in with the same interests, and also nagkakaroon din ng support through social media. Like for example, dito sa community building and support, people join Facebook groups for mental health awareness or for students sharing study tips and motivational posts to support each other. So, like for katulad ng halimbawa, yung isang tao nagpo-post siya doon sa Facebook. Kumbaga, nagpo-post siya is about the mental health awareness. So through that, yung isang students or the other people na which is nag-scroll din sa Facebook, which is na-update or nagiging aware about sa mga mental health awareness. And through that, like for example, nagkakaroon din ng suporta if they share that post. Nagets nyo?
Yes, ma'am.
So, another example of community building and support, like for example, nagkakaroon ng mga katulad na lamang ng mga group chats, like katulad na lamang ng group chats, like they are build a group, or they are build support from them. So, did you get what is the advantage of social media?
Yes, ma'am.
How about other? Almorad?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Did you get the advantage of social media?
Yes, ma'am.
Opo, ma'am.
So overall, about the advantage of social media, which is it's about the communication and support from other people. So especially when you as a student, it's very important to you if you are using social media, because through that it can gain more knowledge, it can gain more information. At the same time, you have an awareness. So through that, kumbaga natutulungan yung mga student na makikipagsalamuha sa iba, at the same time nakakukuha din sila ng mga information. And aside from that, the summary of advantage of social media, hindi lamang sa mga student nakakatulong. At the same time, nakakatulong din ito sa mga mother and father, like sa mga business. Kumbaga doon pwede nila gamitin yung social media sa mga business nila. So, let's proceed to the advantage of social media.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Nakikita niyo ba kung ano yung mga disadvantage?
Yes, ma'am.
So, please read Almorad's the number 1 of disadvantage of social media. Almorad's?
Mike.
Please read the first bullet of disadvantage of social media.
Open mic.
Additional and time management problems.
Okay. So, addiction and time management problems. It is the number 1 disadvantage of social media. So, kumbaga, you as a student, hindi na ito bago. Noon yun na, di ba? if we expose kumbaga kung napapadalas na ito yung paggamit ng social media, nagkakaroon na ng addiction. Hindi lang sa paggamit ng social media yung nagkakaroon ng addiction, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, dito sa disadvantage of social media, which is the addiction and time management problems, many people spend too much time scrolling through their feeds, can lead to procrastination, lack of focus, and lower academic performance. So dito sa addiction and time management problems, kumbaga naapektuhan yung mga individual or yung mga tao if they are exposing too much when it comes to the social media. Nagkakaroon sila ng mental health problem, nagkakaroon sila ng mga lower academic performance, especially sa mga students, if they are exposing on social media. At the same time, nagkakaroon din sila ng lack of focus kasi when it comes sa mental health nila, nagkakaroon na ito ng effect or side effect doon sa kanyang utak. So with that, isa ito sa mga disadvantage of social media if they are spend too much time scrolling in their social media. So addiction and time management problem, yun na nga, nagkakaroon sila ng mga time management problem. Kumbaga, hindi nila kinokontrol yung paggamit nila ng social media. So, halimbawa na lamang dito sa addiction and time management problems, a student stays up late watching TikTok videos and ends up feeling sleepy and unprepared during class next day. Kumbaga, yung students are spending too much time on scrolling on the TikTok videos at kumbaga nag-overnight or overnight doon sa through TikTok, and with that hindi ito nakakabuti sa mga tao if you are exposing or if you are spending too much time when it comes to social media. It is the one factor of disadvantage of social media. And number two which is cyberbullying and online harassment. So, did you know about the cyberbullying? Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
What is bullying?
Bullying.
From the word bullying.
Like, bullying is parang sinasabihan mo ng hindi maganda yung isang tao. Like ganun.
So, that's correct. So, cyberbullying and online harassment, kumbaga, nagkakaroon ng disrespect. The number one, disrespect between other and between an individual. So, social media can be a place for bullying, hate speech, or negative comments. So, this can damage a person's confidence and mental health. So, it is the one factor of disadvantage of social media. Why? Because through social media, kumbaga, may freedom yung mga iba na makipag-bully sa mga tao, or they have freedom to post like something na sira ng dignity ng isang tao. So, at the same time, ito din ang nagiging dahilan sa mga pag-expose ng mga negative side ng mga ibang tao. At the same, it can damage a person's confidence. Kumbaga, through cyberbullying and online harassment, nagkakaroon na ng low of confidence and mental health. So, with that, it is one factor of disadvantage kasi nagkakaroon ng freedom yung mga masasamang tao sa pakikipag-judgment or pakikipag-post ng iba't ibang disrespect na na gesture. So with that, nagkakaroon sila ng place na wherein na nakikipag-bully sila at nagkakaroon sila ng mga like sa mga nagsasabi sila doon ng mga bad words or something. So we have here the example. A teenager posts a selfie and receives rude comments, making them feel embarrassed or depressed. So meron lang isang teenager na nag-post ng selfie. And then, meron na nag-comment doon sa post niya yun, which is a rude comment. And through that, kumbaga sa rude comments na yun, or sa comment ng isang tao, nagkakaroon na feel yung nag-post ng embarrassment or depressed. Kasi nga, hindi niya matanggap or hindi niya accept yung comment na nagkaroon doon sa isang tao. Did you get the cyberbullying and online harassment?
Yes, ma'am. I get it.
Excuse me, guys. So let's proceed to the misinformation and fake news. So not all information shared online is true. Remember this. Not all information shared online is true. Because some of them are, yun na nga, just like the number 2, which is the cyberbullying, nagkakaroon ng mga negative or something na hindi siya tama or hindi acceptable when it comes to our values. So dito sa misinformation and fake news, nagkakaroon ng mga false or misleading posts na which is apektado sa mga other people. So misinformation and fake news, false or misleading posts can cause confusion and panic, especially during emergencies or elections. So, like for example, someone shares fake news about the school suspension or health issue through social media. So, by that, they are causing unnecessary panic among students and parents. Kumbaga, nagkakaroon ng mga side effect or nagkakaroon ng mga situation na wherein nakakasira ito sa ibang tao. So, let's proceed to the privacy and security. Risk. So, privacy, from the word privacy. Privacy and security risk. Users sometimes share too much personal information. So, we as an individual, we need to protect our privacy. So that can be don't share too much personal information on the social media because some social media are not kumbaga hindi siya reliable, kumbaga, which can be used by hackers or scammers. So when it comes to privacy and security risks, dapat maging maingat tayo when it comes to social media. Dapat alam natin as an educator or as a student na kung it is it is a reliable sources or it is kumbaga hindi siya fake. So dapat maging aware tayo sa paggamit ng social media. At the same time, dapat maging maingat din tayo sa pag-share natin ng mga personal information so that we can protect our privacy. So, privacy and security risks, identify thief and online fraud are real dangers. So, this is the yun na nga, katulad on that definition, it is a danger. Kumbaga, it can cause negative effects from the person na wherein pwede siyang ma-expose or pwede through personal information. Kumbaga, if there's something na like mga land bank account, pwede siya ma-hack ng mga hackers or mga something na pwede yun siya makuha ng mga hackers na yun. So, yun na nga, just like what I said earlier, na we need to protect our privacy and don't share too much our personal information. Are you with me, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
How about others? Okay, let's proceed to the mental health concern. So, mental health concerns, it's about the health, from the word health. Comparing oneself to others on social media can cause feelings of insecurity, jealousy, or depression. So, dito sa mental health, the pressure to appear perfect online can be emotionally exhausting. So, kumbaga, the example of mental health concerns is about the students feel sad or insecure after seeing their classmates travel photos or achievements online, thinking they're not doing enough. So, through exposing on the social media, dapat maging as an individual, dapat maging maingat tayo kasi hindi natin alam na may apektado pala sa mga ginagawa natin. So, yun na nga, mental health concerns, it's about the like nagkakaroon sila ng mga insecurity or jealousy, like for example, madalas ito nangyayari yung mental health concerns is sa mga babae or sa mga girls. Now, which is like for example, yung isang babae na nag-post sa mga TikTok or sa Facebook and Instagram na wherein nagkapag-travel sila sa mga iba't ibang bansa. At yung isang tao naman ay nagkakaroon siya ng insecurity na wherein hindi siya nakapag-post or hindi siya nakapunta sa mga pinupuntahan niya. So by that, nagkakaroon ng mental health concerns when it comes to when we are exposing on social media. So we as individual, yun na dapat maging aware tayo sa mga of what kumbaga dito, pumapasok na dito yung think before you click. Kumbaga dapat isipin mo kung ano yung magiging reaction ng iba at the same time kung ano yung magiging reaction ng tao sa'yo. So let's proceed to the last one, which is social isolation. So, social isolation, typically, while social media connects people online, it can also disconnect them in real life. So, too much screen time reduces face-to-face interactions and weakens real-world relationship. So, kumbaga dito sa social isolation, kumbaga if we are exposing or if we are spending too much time on social media, kumbaga naiiwasan natin yung pakikipagsalamuha sa ibang tao within face-to-face through kumbaga yung face-to-face, yung hindi sa social media like yung ginagawa natin. Kumbaga maiiwasan na ng mga tao yung face-to-face interactions and real world relationship. Kumbaga mahihirapan na yung mga tao makipag-communicate sa face-to-face. So halimbawa na dito, like for example, a group of friends meet a cafe but spend most of the time on their phones instead of talking to each other. Kumbaga dito sa social isolation, like halimbawa na lamang is you are spending too much time on social media. So you have a bonding, like for example, you have a bonding with your friends or family. So instead of creating a memories or happiness on that time, you are spending too much time on the social media. So doon pumapasok yung social isolation. Kumbaga apply mo na yung real world relationship between the other people or between your lover or friends and families. Kumbaga nagiging normalized na sa'yo yung nag-spend ka lang ng time doon sa social media or sa cellphone. So, did you get about the advantage of social media,
Yes,
guys?
ma'am.
Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
So, overall, social media is a powerful tool that can make learning. So, bakit siya tinatawag na powerful tool when it comes to the learning? Syempre, just like what I said earlier, social media, it can help us to gain knowledge, to gain information, on how to be creative. At the same time, it helps us to be independent also. So when it comes to communication, business easier. However, social media, it must be used wisely and responsibly. So when we say wisely and responsibly, dapat responsible tayo sa paggamit ng social media. Kasi magkakaroon tayo, kumbaga mai-apply natin sa sarili natin at magkakaroon tayo ng mga mental health issues if we are exposing too much on the social media. So, social media is powerful when it comes to the students or when it comes to the individual. So, users should learn to balance online and offline life. Yun lang. Users should learn to balance. Like, we need to know on how to be a wise and also on how to manage our time when it comes to spending time on social media. So we need to balance and time management. So think critically before sharing information. Kumbaga, think before you click. Kumbaga, isipin mo kung ikakasira ba ito sa iyo or nakakaapak ka ba or nakakasira ka ba sa ibang tao, or iisipin mo din kung ano yung sasabihin if you are posting information or if you are posting that pictures or something, videos na dapat isipin mo kung ano yung magiging reaction ng iba or kung ano yung magiging reaction ng iba sa iyo. So, and at last, using social media, we need to always remember this, that we need to respect others on the internet or even in the face-to-face, not just on the internet, because internet is worldwide, kumbaga worldwide, kung saan naabot yung mga information na pinopost mo doon. So, when used properly, social media can educate, connect, and empower. So, if dito sa conclusion na sa explanation ko, social media, kumbaga can educate. Kumbaga, if you are responsibly using social media, kumbaga, nagiging educated person tayo. Nagiging konektado tayo sa mga iba, and also nagiging empowered tayo. Especially when it comes to communication. So, but when don't abuse, it can harm, mislead, and isolate. the K is moderation, discipline, and digital responsibility. So, social media is kumbaga dapat maging maingat tayo when it comes to using social media. So, the K is moderation, discipline, and digital responsibility. We have 3K, which is what? Everyone,
Ma'am?
are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Remember this, the K when it comes to using social media, which is the moderation, discipline, and digital responsibility. If we apply this 3K, this 3 kind, which is you are a very kumbaga hindi maiwasan mo yung disadvantage dito sa social media na ito. Did you get
Yes, ma'am.
what is the advantage of social media?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can I ask?
Good. Wait.
Okay,
So that's for the advantage and disadvantage of social media. And now you may ask,
sige, ma'am. My question, ma'am, is how does social media help students in their studies?
wait, can I ask first,
Yes, ma'am.
Sige, ma'am.
everyone? Did you see what about the slide presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's proceed to the questions and answers. So yes, indeed, what's your questions?
I repeat, my question is how does social media help students in their studies?
So basically, social media provides access to educational videos, online tutorials, and learning materials that help students understand lessons better. Kumbaga, through social media, it helps students to access educational videos. Like educational videos. From the word educational videos, it helps us to create something new or on how to be creative and something that can help to the students when it comes to social media.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Next questions. How about you, Almurad?
My question is, what is one common platform used by teachers and students for communication? Yun lang po.
Can you repeat your question, please?
My question is, Mama, what is one common platform used by teachers and students for communications?
Common platforms used by teachers and students, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So the common platforms that used by teachers and students, which is Google Classrooms or Facebook groups, they are commonly used for class updates and online discussions. Kumbaga dito sa Google Classroom na ito, pwede ka mag-post ng mga presentations, pwede ka mag-post ng mga information, at the same time pwede ka mag-exam. And also sa Facebook groups, nagkakaroon din doon ng communication between teachers and students by discussing their topic or by communicating between teachers and students. So that's my answer. The next one is
Okay, ma'am. I have a question again. My question is, how can social media improve collaboration among students?
can you repeat your questions?
Okay, ma'am. how can social media improve collaboration among students?
Students.
Yes, ma'am.
So, it allows students to work together through group chats, share documents, and online project discussions.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next question.
Last question, ma'am, for me. So, what is one example of educational benefits of YouTube? So I can repeat that.
What is one example of educational benefit of YouTube? So, the students can watch tutorial videos that explain difficult subjects like math, science, or English grammar also.
So, ma'am, I have a question. My question is, how does social media motivate learners?
How does social media motivate learners, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, educational posts, inspirational quotes, and success stories on social media can encourage students to study harder. Kumbaga, through social media, it can motivate learners through through educational posts, inspirational quotes, and success stories on social media. Kumbaga, dito sa mga and also sa mga video na nakikita nila through na related sa mga academic or sa mga educational posts. Kumbaga, dito nagkakaroon ng encouragement with students na wherein na i-entertain sila or na motivate sila kung paano mag-learn and to study hard. That's all. So, please allow me to questions for you.
Yes, ma'am.
I have a questions. From Indin.
Yes, ma'am.
So, how can social media develop digital literacy among students? You as a student, how can social media develop digital literacy among students?
Can you please repeat your questions, ma'am?
So, you as a student, how can social media develop digital literacy among students?
So for me, ma'am, by using online tools, students learn how to search, evaluate, and use information responsibly. So that's all my answer, ma'am.
Okay, that's right. So, how about you, Alvarez? I have a questions for you. My question is, what should students remember before sharing school-related content online? Again, I repeat, what should students remember before sharing school-related content online? Did you hear me?
Can you repeat, ma'am?
My question is, what should students remember before sharing school-related content online?
Mike?
Okay. For me, ma'am, they should make sure it's appropriate, respectful, and does not violate score what?
Can you repeat your answer, please? Please clear your answer.
Wait.
Answer na.
Yes, ma'am. Wait. For me, ma'am, they should make it to provide respectful and does not violate school privacy or rules. That's all, ma'am.
Okay. Correction. Not violence. It's about violate.
Violate.
Say violate.
Violate?
Violate.
Okay. Violate.
Remember, it's appropriate, respectful, and does not violate school privacy or rules. Did you get?
Yes, ma'am.
So, let's proceed to the next questions. Any from you can answer these questions.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
how can social media be used for research purposes?
Ma'am,
Yes, indeed.
can you repeat your question, ma'am?
My question is, how can social media be used for research purposes?
So, my answer is, student can join online forums or groups where they can ask questions, gather data, and find credible sources. So that's all. That's my answer, ma'am.
So, Anmurad,
Ma'am?
do you have a questions? Or something
yes.
you want to clarify?
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, how can social media promote teacher-students engagement?
What? Can you repeat?
My question is, ma'am, how can social media promote teachers-students engagement?
How can social media promote teacher-students engagement?
Yes, ma'am. Oh,
So, for me, how can social media promote teacher-students engagement is through online discussions. Teachers can answer questions, give feedback, and support students anytime. That's it.
thank you, ma'am.
So how about you, Indin? Do you have to clarify about our topic?
Yes, ma'am. I have a question, ma'am. What is one way school can ensure safe use of social media?
What is one way schools can ensure safe use of social media, right?
Yes, ma'am. That's
So, by teaching students about online safety, privacy, and responsible posting.
okay, ma'am. Thank you po, ma'am.
Okay?
Ma'am,
Do you have any clarifications?
ma'am, I have a question, ma'am.
Other than that?
What is one disadvantage of social media on students' mental health, ma'am?
What?
What is one disadvantage of social media on students' mental health?
So, what is one disadvantage of social media on students' mental health? Just like what I said earlier, the one disadvantage of social media on students' mental health is the constant comparison and online pressure. Kumbaga, if you are exposing or spending too much time on social media, it is the one factors to be disadvantage of social media because you are it can affect your mental health and also through social media it can kumbaga magkakaroon ka ng mga anxiety or low self-esteem sa pag-expose or sa paggamit mo ng social media, magkakaroon ka ng disadvantage when it comes sa mental health. That's it.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, ma'am, that's all,
Okay.
ma'am. We don't have a question for you, ma'am.
What, Aileen?
Wala na kami may tatanong, ma'am.
Wala na?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I'm okay.
Okay, I hope it is very clear for you what is the advantage and disadvantage of social media, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, this is the end of this for today. I would like to close this live. So, I hope na may naging kayong knowledge or something na it can use in the future as a educator or as a future teacher. So, before we end this live session, please indeed, please put Al-Fatiha
So,
again.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Rahmanirrahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin.
Okay, again, I am Sharmaline Ibn Rajin Amit, your teacher for today, and I am from MIT Institution. And you?
I am Sherwin Indin, and I am student of the MIT. That's all, ma'am.
And I am Murad Asad Adinullah, your student from BEd, Bachelor of Elementary from MIT students. So that's all, ma'am.